New Rochelle, the town, the students, everybody, a lot of love. When things worked out for us, we're going to NCAA tournament now, so I'm definitely going to give them a show.
It's showtime with Sean.
They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. They're playing basketball.
Now rapping basketball, number 1, Curtis Blow.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court, just like I'm the king on the microphone. So it's Dr. J and Moses Malone. I like slam dunks and taking it to the hoop.
Good evening, everyone. John Stanko here with Sean Armand, WICR. This is Out of Bounds, and basketball season is finally upon us. The NBA kicked off last Tuesday, and Sean could not be happier.
Finally, best sport is back.
The sport of Sean is back. Now, Sean, this is the first question. You got to ask this. What are your first impressions?
I feel like 90% of the superstars in the NBA are not on the A game right now. I don't know. LeBron, first game, he allows his team to lose after coming out a little sluggish against the Bulls. They got that win. Derrick Rose not himself. LeBron's stats is not what everybody expects. The usual 25, 7 and 7. Steph Curry shooting bad. Carmelo shooting bad.
Didn't Steph Curry make like 7 threes in the game, though?
Well, out of the 4 games he had one good game.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, superstars looking like they're taking it a little easy right now.
Okay, well, someone who's not taking it easy is Michael Carter-Williams.
He's not a superstar, but
No, he's not, but he might as well be on his way to be. He's having an absolute monster start for a rookie. I think he's averaging, 20 points per game. He had a monster game against the Heat, like 12 assists, which is like the second highest ever for like first game as a rookie. What are your takes on him taking it to the Heat in their first game?
Michael Carter Williams looking like a superstar right now. And
What's up, Gabby?
Being the Heat and beating the Bulls and starting 3-0, first time in a while since Allen Iverson days. And hope he keep it up. You know, Sixers fans are a little too excited about it though.
Trivia question for you.
Is that an Asian?
Yes, it is Rachel Chow. Trivia question for you though. I always have Gabby dancing in the background. Michael Carter Williams was the first rookie to be named Eastern Player of the Week since what player?
Can I get a hint?
Orlando Magic.
Oh, Shaq.
Shaq in 1992. That was too easy. That was too easy of a hint. It was too easy of a hint. But he's off to an absolutely ridiculous start. But I want to raise a question about the Heat game. When they played the 76ers, D-Wade sat out.
Yeah.
Do you think he sat out knowing it was against the Sixers? They weren't expected to be good. Do you think that the Heat would roll over them? Is that why he sat out?
I mean, he went on a date with his girlfriend and posted some Instagram pictures, but that's besides the point.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, he said he was sore. It was day 1 of the season. You can't be that tired.
Exactly.
Day 1 of the season. But yeah, they definitely took the Sixers for a joke, and you get what you deserve. They lost the game. And let's talk about your Pelicans, though.
Let's talk about my Pelicans. Anthony Davis is off to a great start.
No, he definitely is.
Anthony Davis is off to a fantastic start, and I'm sticking by my point that they're going to make the playoffs. It's happening.
All right, well, how you think about how they playing Tariq Evans, though? Not enough minutes.
I mean, the way he was banged up in the preseason, if I remember. He did get injured for a little bit, so maybe they're just taking it easy right now. But I still think that team is poised. I believe they have a 2-1 record at this point. And you know what? I think they'll be all right. I just want to look up Anthony Davis' stats because he's having an absolutely monster season so far. So far, he's averaging 37 minutes a game, averaging 4 blocks, 24 points, and 12 rebounds. Thus far, 95% free throw percentage, too. In case you want to add that in there.
Sounded like he's at Kentucky again.
Yeah. Kentucky got another 5-star recruit today.
Did you see
by the way,
that shot Kentucky made during the game?
Yeah, the crazy just hucked the ball to see what... He didn't even think he could go. He didn't even know it in.
Do you know who gets the point for that basket?
No, I do not.
The last man who shot. So the guy that got a shot block.
Oh, my God.
So he got 3 points for getting the shot block.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty crazy. But no, Kentucky got another 5-star recruit. Anthony Davis is one, and the Pelicans are off to a good start. Another team that got off to a really good start was the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lost yesterday, though, I think for the first time.
About 1 to the Cavs.
But Kevin Love is averaging, 27 points per game or something. He's off to a really, really good start.
Yeah, Kevin Love is underrated superstar who needs to get out of Minnesota and go to the Nuggets.
He needs to go to the Nuggets? How are your Nuggets doing?
I think
Struggling.
like 2-2 or something like that.
Yeah, they're...
Ty Lawson's banged up. So
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team. You better step it up.
I got you. I sent him a text.
My team is struggling. I wasn't there for the draft because I didn't have a computer, so got auto pick, and I think I have 8 point guards, or I had 8 point guards.
They need to fix the auto fix for you.
I couldn't. I didn't have a laptop. My laptop exploded. I just didn't have a laptop.
All right, I never did fantasy, right? So I know NFL and NBA fantasy is kind of different, though, right?
Yeah.
So NBA, you gotta like lock in the starting five.
NBA, the league we have is you get a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, and then you get a guard and a forward spot.
For bench, right?
No, that's in the starting lineup as well.
Oh, so you get a starting 7, basically.
You get starting, and then you get 5 more utility players that you can put any
And then
players.
Wait. So you got to have every day. You have to have lock in 12 players.
There are 12 players locked in, and there are 4 players on your bench.
So I gotta.
and you get 2 IR
anywhere
spots.
on Earth that out of your 16 players, nobody's playing that night.
It's true. It happened to me the other night. It's true.
So what happens to you for that?
You just get no points for that day.
Is it too late to sign up?
No. ESPN.com has the sign-ups for like the first 3 weeks.
I think I'm gonna try it.
I think you should. So
Something
you
to
can do fantasy basketball, but you can't do fantasy football.
I mean, it's too late for football now, right?
It's too late for football now.
I'll try next year.
I'll try next year. No, but fantasy basketball is good. Yeah, you go by like categories. So it's like you got like points, rebounds, like steals. You can pick them,
Yeah.
and then you go head to head with a person in those categories. Of course, the person that went against the first week had LeBron James, so it wasn't really fair. Sean's calling for Rachel to come back into the studio.
I want something to drink.
We'll take a break shortly, so you can go grab a Gatorade.
But yeah, so T-Wolves and Mike Carter Williams. Well, Kevin Love is hot. Mike Carter Williams is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Who's upset right now?
Who's not doing well?
Yeah, what team's upsetting you right now?
It's cliche, but the Celtics are really stunk
Oh man,
for the first 3 games.
I'm so happy a Boston team is bad. And you're
Oh my
talking
God,
about it.
they're really bad. They're worse than I thought they'd be.
No, honestly, they're losing games. They're losing close games.
Yeah, but they're teams that they could beat though. Like the Bucks, you got to beat the Bucks.
I mean, the Celtics are bad, but they're honestly in every game. It's
Yeah.
like they're getting blown out, and they're not trying. They're putting the effort for it.
Yeah, but I think there was a game Brad Stevens didn't have Jeff Green in the last like 3 possessions, and Jeff Green's by far the best player on the Celtics right now, and he didn't have him in the game, so it was like, Brad Stevens, what you doing? This is the first losing streak Brad Stevens has had, 3-game losing streak Brad Stevens had since Butler 2011. He's not used to losing.
Hey, he's in a different park now.
It's in very different. And then Utah is also doing pretty terrible
Utah sucks.
as well. Trey Burke being out doesn't really help that much.
Wouldn't have made a big difference, but yeah, Trey Burke needs to come back, start his career off. And you know what's funny? Just a random topic, right? Michael Carter Williams did terrible in summer league, and it's just to show how overrated summer league is.
Yeah.
Because a bum could look like a superstar, and vice versa. A superstar could look like a bum. Michael Carter Williams is averaging easily 8 turnovers a game, shooting like 20% on from the field. And I look at him; he's looking like he's been in the NBA for 10 years, and he's a vet.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when people start guarding him though and start taking him for the player that he is.
I mean, you play against the Heat. I don't know how much better can you.
That's very very
and
true.
He set the ball high, and then do it against the Bulls, the second best defensive team. And it's just what can you say about the kid?
A team that's really impressive is the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
They're off to a really good start. Paul George had, I think, a monster 35-point game the other day. I think they're off to a really good start. And the way the Heat came out flat against the 76ers, the Bulls, D-Rose obviously is not healthy yet. I mean, he showed flashes, but he's not there yet.
It's not that he's not healthy. It's just like they said, it's a different pace between practice.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
a summer league
He's
game.
not mentally healthy,
Yeah, and a
I think you
basketball
could say.
game. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect answer right there.
But I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get it back. Yeah, but the guys around him are doing well. Lou Deng.
One of the most underrated players in the NBA.
for
Luol
sure.
Deng.
Jimmy Butler is gonna be. It's surprising me, really.
Really?
Way better than I expected. Adam Marquette. And I don't know. The Bulls gonna be fine. Just gotta get that Rose on the same page. They honestly look better with him off the court.
Yeah, right now they do because
Yeah.
they're used to it. They played without him for a year. Though I think by the Thibodeau will get that thing sorted out, good to go. A player that's doing really well that I'm not happy about is Dwight Howard. He's putting up monster numbers with the Rockets. The Rockets are off to a good start as well, and it seems like Houston's getting the better part of that deal.
Yeah.
And LA, I think, is definitely struggling without him, even though he was distracted.
You know what I don't like about Dwight Howard? Now I'm not a fan of Dwight Howard at all.
Oh God, no, I hate Dwight
It
Howard.
clearly shows how just simply lack of effort. That's all it is. Like it's your job. I understand that, but you can't you can't be a child about it. You know, you can't go with, hey, I'm on the Lakers. I don't want to play hard tonight. I'm gonna get 3 rebounds. But then the first 4 games, you're averaging 17 rebounds.
Yeah.
Like, it just shows how full of it you are, and you don't really take your job serious.
Yep. He's off to a monster start. Average playing 32 minutes a game, 15 rebounds, 15 points, a couple blocks, averaging as well. He's off to a really good start. And Jeremy Lin started the first game on the bench.
Yeah, he started last night. His first game started.
Yeah, first game starting, and Chris Paul showed him up. The
Ooh.
Clippers showed them up, basically. 137 points for
Now,
the Clippers.
Chris Paul is on
Yes.
on a mission right now.
He's on a different level. 17 assists last night.
He had 9 assists in 10 minutes.
That's
first 10 minutes.
scary
Yeah,
in the NBA.
46 points in the first quarter, or
That-
44.
That's the most points I think the Clippers scored since 2011, if I'm remembering SportsCenter correctly, when they had 140 against Dallas.
That's insane though. NBA. And my coach, I spoke to my coach today about that game. He
Uh-huh.
said, that's real basketball. A lot of scoring.
Well, that's the style you guys play anyway.
Yeah, you know my coach
If
is
you
all
if we
about
give you
scoring.
guys 8 more minutes a game,
Oh man,
like the NBA, you guys could reach 100 every night.
every game. Well, with the new rules, the new hand checking rule,
Oh.
we might.
Can we talk about that for a
Yeah,
second?
let's go. Oh, you was at the Albany scrimmage.
Yes, I was. I got to witness the scrimmage. I got to witness both the men and the women,
Mhm.
and I hate this new 2-hand check rule. I absolutely hate it. It's going to slow the game down
Yep.
so much, and there's gonna be points in the game where you have 6 people who are eligible to play by the end of games.
Exactly.
The Iona Manhattan game you guys are gonna play, people are gonna foul out with 10 minutes left in the game because it's gonna be so physical. I hate that rule.
Today was MAAC Media Day in the city,
Mhm.
and a lot of people were saying that.
I was gonna ask you because I saw someone tweeted about you.
Yeah. They're saying that first half of the year, you know, it's new rules, so officiating's gonna be different.
Mhm.
You know, the referee's gonna be getting checked.
Mhm.
Their boss is gonna be it, so they gotta call the way they want to call.
Yeah.
But come conference play in December or January, you can't possibly call the games the same way. You know, at that point, you gotta let the guys play, and it's gonna be hard because people are gonna lose games because of fouls.
Yeah, and I don't like the idea because, I mean, it happens. It's like a tic tac foul. You put 2
Yeah.
hands on them. You're just trying to brace yourself at times. You're not trying to get the ball or anything.
Don't get an advantage at all.
Exactly. I don't like it, and again, I think it's gonna slow the game down a ton.
They said the NCAA wants more scoring. That the scoring's been down the last couple of years. Well, not for Iona, but
No,
but for the
obviously not
NCAA
for Iona.
but for the NCAA. So I guess they want more points, and my coach is all for it.
But are points from free throws entertaining?
No, that's my point.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're gonna have star players on the bench. You're gonna have
Exactly.
and the clutch people you don't want to see on the court.
Mhm.
Simply put.
And I think it's gonna make aggressive defenders. It's gonna make them more cautious. And
And we press every time.
exactly, that's why I'm worried. No offense, but I'm worried about
Mhm.
both men and women basketball here at Iona is that they press all the time. It's in your face, man-to-man
Yep.
defense almost all the time. Now if you pick up 2 tic-tac fouls, like reach-ins in the first half, you are sitting the rest of the half
Yeah,
now
it's
because
no.
you know you can get another foul in any time.
Even if you're off the ball and you do this, reach out to your man. And
Mhm.
touch, it's a foul. It's
Mhm.
just any tic-tac foul, and it's kind of annoying. But and again, it goes by what official you have and what time of the year you're playing. Honestly,
Mhm.
because I don't care if it's Kentucky and versus Louisville game in the clutch and somebody touches somebody's hand,
Mhm.
you're not calling that foul.
No.
2 minutes left in the game,
Oh, God, no.
2-point game, because that man's getting fired.
Yeah.
And that's simply put. But so the referees really got to put their foot down when it comes to this.
I want to ask you, when you're preparing for a game, do you look at the refs, who's reffing the game, and do you know what type of game they call?
Yeah, for sure. You got to know the ref faces and how they call plays, and you just got to. Over the years, you build a relationship with a ref, and you know certain calls you can get away with, certain things
Yeah.
you get away with. You can talk certain referees down,
Mhm.
and it is what it is. You know, survival of the fittest when it comes to that.
Is that your job as the player, or is that the coach telling you to look out for this, or is this you on the
No.
player, you're on the court, you know what they like, and that's your thing?
You as a player, you just got to know that. If
You
you
just
don't pick
gotta
it
know
up, then you're not a smart basketball player or a football player or hockey player, whatever it is.
That's
So,
something you obviously tell the freshmen about each game, saying
Yeah.
watch out for this, watch out for that.
Little things. This is little things that can help help you win a game.
Mhm.
And just saying, hey ref, check next play. This guy's pushing me the last 4 times down.
Mhm.
Bob, next time, sell a little bit more extra. Ref, whistle goes your way. And go down the court and you laugh it off.
Do whatever it takes. Now you mentioned today was media day for the MAAC in the city,
Yeah.
and I saw one interesting tweet. Someone asked you and George Beeman if you weren't playing basketball, what other thing would you play? And you said wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you, why is that exactly?
I don't know. Just I'm 6'4", run and jump. That's all I do at Iona.
Yeah.
There's a lot of running, and I feel that's the next best thing to do. Football. after that. I actually love playing baseball, but football is a more intense sport
Mm-hmm.
when it comes down to it. And yeah, I don't know. I think I could see myself being a wide receiver.
You can see yourself being a wide receiver. I mean,
running some routes for Peyton Manning.
yeah, if you're lucky, you can get that. Oh, rookie wide receiver here. Just give Peyton Manning. He'll make anyone look good. He'll make you look good.
He really could.
He'll make you look good. But I mean, this is just completely hypothetical, but is there like a similarity, like in your wide receiver, you have to get open in a one-on-one situation against your defender? Is that like in basketball, you're one-on-one, shot clock down to 7 seconds, and you have the ball? Do you see like a similarity between that?
As a good player, one-on-one, you have to be able to score on your defender. No matter where on the court, what time is left, you got to be able to score on the defender. One-on-one coverage, you should get the ball every single time. That man guarding you should never be able to be better than you not get the ball. He doesn't know what you're doing. You got to go left, hit back right, cut back. Like, he shouldn't be able to stop you. And that's how I feel basketball or football.
Wait, who's the best defender in the MAAC?
Who
Who could guard you one-on-one?
Nobody.
Nope. Okay. Go back to the first one. Who's the best defender in the MAAC? Who will give you the most trouble? Who will give you the most trouble?
That's a better question. What's his name from Ryder? The guard. Thompson, I think his name is.
I don't know.
The guard. Need to get his name. I think it's Thompson or something like that on Ryder. One of the best perimeter defenders. And Manhattan zone is good,
Yeah.
but not individual. But their zone is good.
Were you saying Ramel Brown is not good individually?
Well, he doesn't guard me, so.
Yeah, he guards you when you go down the lane, though.
Yeah, for sure. You got to just drop it off to your big man when it comes to that. But with the new rules, a lot of teams. I can't wait to see Louisville play, because that's all they do is hand check.
Yeah.
All they do. So I'm really interested in seeing them play, and even ourselves when the real game starts. Because first game for every team in the nation is going to be, if the foul's not going for you, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think you're going to see double bonus before like the 5-minute mark.
I give you 8-minute mark, 7-minute mark.
8-minute mark, 7-minute mark.
Yeah,
You really think
bonus.
before that?
That's how bad the foul's going to be.
I mean, for me, that's going to slow the game down a lot. And I'm doing women's radio. It's going to be like, and another foul on so-and-so. This is the 10th team foul. We are still 10 minutes to go here in the first half.
I'm actually going to do one of the women's games with you.
Are you really?
Yeah,
I'm totally down for that. You just pick a game and we're down.
Yeah, I told B. Byers I had to check the schedule and see where it works out at.
That'd be
But
so sick.
I'm going to do one.
That'd be so sick. Demergis is doing some of the games with me, too.
That's cool. You doing the play-by-play?
I'm doing play-by-play, yeah.
I'm going to go with you with that.
You could feel free to join on color.
I'm down.
There is no one named Thompson right now on the men's roster. Last name.
What's the guard's name?
We have
Miles. Is it Miles there?
we have Kalai Alford, Brandon Chainer, Davis Graham, Anthony Miles.
There we go, Miles.
Anthony Miles,
Mhm.
very really good. Yeah, he's a senior now, so he's a good perimeter defender.
Yeah, every time face guards me and then knocks me the ball, but real good, moving his feet, keeping space and closing out. Like, he's a good defender.
Mhm.
Smart for the game. Another guy was from Fairfield, but he graduated.
Okay.
Light skinned guy. I forgot his name too. But Nickerson.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
He was good.
I remember him.
Real good defender. And guys like that, you gotta love them because they know their role. You know, they give you some offense, but they know that their best quality is defense, and they take pride in that. All the way.
Do you have anyone like that on Iona who you know is just a defensive stud that just needs to come in the game, lock someone down?
I mean, Tavon Sledge.
That's what I was
I
gonna say,
can't
too.
wait to see this year because the way his motor's been and the way he's been working on defense, and especially, is just gonna be crazy. And yeah, everybody's we're gonna be a better defensive team. Since I've been here, it's gonna probably be the best defensive team. But we didn't play yet, so I can't say we are.
Yeah.
But from the looks of it, that's how I was looking right now.
Didn't you lead the team in steals last year, if I remember
Yes,
correctly?
I did.
I remember
happy
that.
to hear that.
I remember that. That was like a trivia question, like one of the last games of the year. And I was like, Sean leads the team in steals. Oh
Yes.
my. That was actually my boy, Steve.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
out on the court.
I heard that. I heard it while I was in the huddle. And I looked at Tavon and I said, it's free. It was senior night. It was senior night.
But Steve went on the court for the trivia thing, and he's like, "Yo, help me out, cause I'm on the sideline working."
Yeah.
And I pick up the stat sheet, and he's like, "Who has the most steals?" And I was like, "It's definitely Tavon." It's Sean. I'm like, "What?"
Yep.
And I was like, it's shot. And everyone else got it wrong, and he's the only one who got it right.
Yes. But I joke with Tavon about that all the time. I'm like, numbers don't lie. I'm a better defender.
You probably didn't like that too much.
So he said he's going to give me this year. So as long as it motivated him to work harder on defense.
Yeah, that's true. That's all
But
that matters.
nobody on earth thinks I lead the team in steals. Nobody.
I do. I know for a
Well.
fact. I got you. Don't worry. I'll spread the word. Sean's the best defender on Iona.
Hey, do that. That's better for me.
Are you gonna who's gonna lead the team in charges this year? You got Taj and Momo, who took a lot of charges last year.
nobody's gonna beat Cal Smythe. He had 33 in one season.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's nuts. But charges. I mean, the new charge rule also.
What is the new
If
charge?
you're not at the spot before the guy takes his second step, charge. So if I take my first step, second step, and I'm already in the air, and then you get there, even though you're still, and already took off, it's a charge.
Wow.
So it's really all about the referee's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And if the ref sees the guy in the air, but you've been there already, he look at the guy taking off first, there's a charge. And then that's gonna be in the clutch too.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. So they're allowed to now slide in underneath, and it'd be called a charge if the player's up in the air already.
No, if he's already up in the air and you do that, even if you stood still in time, it's
Okay.
still gonna be a charge.
Okay.
Help defenders can't take a charge.
Help defenders can't take a
Nope,
charge.
automatically
Okay.
a block also. So you're in a
Okay.
2-on-1, and if you're guarding me and your teammates take a charge,
Yep.
it's a blocking foul.
Oh, okay.
So my primary defender is not the man taking it.
Okay.
There's no help defenders charge.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna put another wrinkle in it then.
Yep. And the fans not gonna know these rules right away.
No.
So they're gonna get the game like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Just cursing the referees out.
There's gonna be a lot of BS chants going around Iona for the first couple of games when
I
they see
can't wait.
the two-hand check
As
fouls
long
going
as it's
on.
loud, I can't. I accept it.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting. So we'll take a short commercial break now. You can go get your drink because I know you want your Gatorade. Take a short commercial break. We'll get back, talk some more basketball here, out of bounds on WICR.